Alright everybody, welcome to The Theory. Today we have a pretty interesting clip coming out of Portland, Oregon. Of course, Oregon being my home state where I do all of my sky watching and UFO hunting and things of that nature. Now I chose this video because it was pretty fresh. It was filmed October 28th, 2020. So it's only a couple months old, and it's really interesting because I actually spotted something similar to this back in May of 2019 here in Springfield, Oregon. So it's a pretty fresh one. It's pretty weird. So we're going to go ahead and check that out. But first, I always have to give a big thanks to our sponsors over at creepytikitea.com and the Graveyard Goonz YouTube channel. And I'll post some of their links in the description as well as some of their products at the end of the video. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But let's go ahead and check this video out and see what Portland has going on in their skies. Alright guys, so as you can see, this video is pretty strange. It's got a lot of stuff going on. These lights are huge. Normally when people see things like this, the first thing they go to is drones or Chinese lanterns. Now these do not look like either one in my personal opinion, and I've got quite a bit of experience. I have seen Chinese lanterns in person multiple times, as well as I own a few drones and I fly them all the time. Now normally with drones you will see green or red lights on them flashing. You can attach other lights on them if you want to get technical, but these are pretty large, bright, whitish yellow lights, and that does not fit the profile of a drone. Neither does the behavior. And when you talk about Chinese lanterns, those tend to be a yellowish light in the sky, but they flicker, they eventually burn out, and they don't move under their own control. In this video specifically, at one point you actually see one of these lights move off to the right on its own flight path. It's completely moving on its own, and that does not match for Chinese lanterns, so that rules them out completely. Now with drones, they have obviously somebody controlling them. They can fly wherever they want, but this does not fit the profile of a drone. It does not fit at all. So I thought it was really interesting. A guy that I actually had on this channel who's appeared on UFO Hunters, on History Channel, had his own show for a little while, Jeff Woolwine. He actually hosts the Petroglyphs in the Sky show on Facebook and YouTube, and you can go check him out. He's 20 years in the game, been investigating UFOs and petroglyphs out in Arizona and South Mountain for years upon years, and he has a ridiculous amount of great evidence accumulated from that. And now a lot of what they see in Arizona tend to be these orbs. I'm not saying this video for sure is depicting exactly what he's seeing out there, but I did find a lot of similarities, and I thought that was really interesting because a lot of people believe these are more spiritual or interdimensional beings rather than a spaceship, rather than a UFO, a flying saucer. Now I believe there could possibly be both of these. There could be these interdimensional energies or spiritual energies, as well as crafts that come from another planet. I can't say for sure which one this is. I just thought it was interesting enough to show you guys because there is stuff out there in the skies if you pay attention. Now, I myself actually experienced lights like this back in May of 2019. I recorded a triangle formation of these exact same sort of lights over Springfield, Oregon. And a bunch of people saw it. It was really interesting. You can find the videos of it on my YouTube channel if you just scroll back a little bit. But it was very strange. They came across the sky, they sat there for a second, and then they just disappeared out of the sky. And I've never seen anything like it in my life. And so this video kind of struck me with a lot of similarities in that sense, and I was like, oh wow, and this is in Oregon. What are the coincidences? So this just reminds you to keep an eye on the sky. You really never know what you may see out there. There is a lot of stuff going on, and UFO activity comes in many different shapes and sizes. You got flying saucers, you got orbs, you got triangles, you got experimental military craft. There's all kinds of stuff. If you go out there and sky watch a few hours a night every week, you will eventually see something. I can pretty much guarantee it. So with that being said, that's basically our episode for today. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and give a big shout out to creepytiki.com and the Graveyard Goons. They got a lot of cool specials going on right now. It is the highest quality kratom, kava, and ethnobotanicals on the market. So make sure you check them out. Links are all in the description of the video. You can find their website, their YouTube channel, which is absolutely hilarious. It's a live prank call show. I've died laughing at some of it, so make sure you give them a nice follow and check everything out. Thanks for watching, guys.